Pontius Pilate. This father's love ate with sinners and broke religious traditions. This father's love saw women as human beings and not sex objects. This father's love healed the sick and raised the dead. This father's love fed the multitudes and spoke life to the poor. This father's love endured suffering when he did no wrong. This father's love kept on pushing when he was about to give up in the Garden of Gethsemane. This father's love endured being spit on and lied on. This father's love endured a painful crown of thorns being put on his head. This father's love was hung on a tree just for you and me. This father's love was dead for 3 nights and 3 days. And when they thought love lost, this father's love was raised from the grave. This father's love has all power in his hands. This father's love is coming back for his children. He's coming back for a church without a spot or a wrinkle. He's coming back for a people that loves him back. He's coming back for a church that live according to his word. A father's love, this kind of love, is a special kind of love. This father's love is alive, and it's alive forevermore. I'm basically through. But I don't want to leave here. You looking at someone. 11 years ago, I responded to God's love. At the age of 21. And everybody told me that you're too young. You're too young to be living like you should have, to be living like you are. You're not enjoying life. I kept pushing. I dropped every friend I had. I'm speaking to my young people. Anything keeps you from God's love. You need to drop it. To my college students. College ain't a place to go party and figure out what you can do wrong to get away with it. God's love covers mistakes, but don't make it have to cover mistakes that you can avoid. God's love, it'll cover your faults, and it'll cover your mistakes, but you got to pay for those mistakes. God's love. If you walked in this door and you haven't given God your all, don't walk out that door. I'm not trying to scare anybody, because you're going to do what you want to do anyway. I'm just being honest. You don't know where you're going to end up. You think you know. I think I know where I want to be. But tomorrow is not promised. I know we hear that all the time, but it's not. The devil not taking old people. He want them young and dumb. When I say dumb, I don't mean you don't know anything from a book sense. I'm saying you won't listen to anybody. God's love covered that too. But don't let death meet you at the door before you respond to it. God's love, a father's love, is unconditional, is giving, and is saving. But don't wait till you get old to respond to it. Give God everything you got while you're 20 years old. So when you get 90 years old, you can say, I'm glad I did, instead of I wished I had. At 21, I gave God my life. Those same people who told me you're too young, they call and ask me for counseling now. Same people. They call and ask me how to get out of a rut now. I'm only 31. But I responded to God's love, a father's love. And you can do it too. Both old and young. It's not just for the young people. We got some old people need God too. Sometimes that's why the young folks won't come to God, because the old people ain't getting it right. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but that's the truth. You can respond as well. I'm through. Anybody? Yeah. Anybody want to give their life to Christ? The doors of the church are open. You're welcome. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. You're not too young. The problem I figured out with young people is that we're trying to be different, or we're trying to fit out by fitting in. We want to be different, but we don't want to be left out the group. You got to lead a group, and God will replace the old group with a new group. It's not easy. If it was easy, I wouldn't be doing it. It's hard. But that's why I'm doing it. Doing what everyone else is doing is not a challenge. Young people, we want something out of life, but we don't want to do the work to get it. The only way you can get something out of life is respond to God's love. That's the only way that's worthwhile. Amen. Amen. Thank you for having me to speak. I appreciate it. Thank you.